have a tendency right now to keep your right elbow close to your side and to be in more of a low track position. We'd rather see you in a mid-track position. Based upon the measurement test we did, you are a mid-track golfer. If anything, you're high side of mid-track like me. So what I want you to do is you're going to start to perform a training swing. As you notice, you've been watching Sean's videos as well, and you have a very similar pattern to Sean. So I want you to perform this training swing pattern every day, and we're going to do it from the down the line view first in the first half of the move. So in the training swing pattern, the first thing you do is set your wrist. When you set your wrist, you want your hands to stay on your linkage, which is, at this point, we've identified it's closest to center linkage of anything else. If you set your wrist and you move your arms back, you're now putting them in a rear linkage position, and that's where you're already releasing the club, and that's why you get some hooks and big draws at times. So I want you simply to set your wrist right in front of your stomach. From here, you're going to go ahead and feel like you pull your right elbow back until it's on the side of your body. All you have to do now is turn your hips, just like you do in the preset hip drill. You'll notice right now, this shaft is on my initial plane. All right? It's the opposite of where it was at address. All it's done is swung up the plane right now. So it's actually gone from address up the hip plane slot. All right? All you have to do to get it to the top of the backswing is to fold your right arm up. When you fold it up, I want you to feel like you're doing a hammer curl. You know, if you were doing curls, you don't hold your elbows on your side, just go like this. When you do curls, you let your elbows come up slightly with the curl. More like that. So when you do set your wrist, elbow to your side, turn your hip to get depth, just like in the preset hip drill. Now all you got to do is fold that right arm up like you're doing a curl. It'll feel like that elevates slightly. That's okay. You need to feel like you do have a little bit of elevation with your right elbow when your right arm folds to the top. I think that once you get your elbow on the side of your body and turn it, it's in a position of depth, it's going to be easy for you to do that. When you keep your elbow in front of your body and it folds, if you were to lift, you feel a lot of tension and very disconnected, so it's very hard for you to do that. So again, you're going to preset your wrist, elbow to the side, turn your right hip like you do in the preset hip drill, get lots of depth. Now fold that right arm up to the top of the backswing. From here, all you need to do is let your arms drop so they get back in front of you. Notice how my hands are in front of my stomach now. Instead of being my hips out racing my hands and my arms, from the top, if I drop them back down, they're already in front of my body. So now, as you just simply restore your turn, getting your butt back on the wall so that you can move into your pose, you're going to find your hands are already going to be more in front of you. That's going to get them more in front of the ball coming into impact. Again, that's going to help you, stop those pulls and those hooks. Okay? So from the top, I want you to get your hands more in front of you coming down. Let's look at it from the face-on view now. You get set up, preset your wrist, elbow to your side. Turn your right hip for some depth. Elevate that right arm with fold. Let them drop back down in front. Now, as it comes down, it'll first want to marry to the right side of the body, and then you let it come in front. As your body turns, again, notice how my hands are more out in front of my stomach. So as I move into the post, my hands are going to be in front of the ball coming into impact. Okay? So this is the pattern I want you to see. You've seen it in Sean's video as well. Preset the wrist, elbow to the side. Turn. Fold the right arm. Drop the arms and hands back down into the slot. Right arm's on the right side right now. As your hips turn and you push your butt back on the wall, you let your hands come back in front of your stomach. As your right wrist unhinges, you're posting, and you're going to feel your head come up as you're posting. Okay? So I come in, boom, I'm posting, and as I finish the release here, my head is going to come completely up, and that's the postural release part of it. We've noticed that you have a tendency to really stay down with your head and your right shoulder through the ball. As you do that, your body stalls and your arms, hands, and club go whipping past your body. So in your case, we need to make sure that you keep your body moving, from impact into the extension all the way to fall through. You got to keep your body moving so it feels like the club and the body are moving all the way around to the finish together. Okay? So, we're going to work that into the training swing as well. Let's review what it looks like in the training swing now up until the full extension from the face-on view so we can get this right. Okay, preset the wrist, right elbow to the side, turn your hip deep, hold your right arm full lift. Let your arms drop back down to where they feel connected. As your butt goes back on the wall, your hands come in front of your stomach. From here, you're going to post and feel your right arm extend down. Then, as you unhinge your right wrist to the 45-degree extension position, feel your head come up. From here, I want you to feel like the club, your arms, your chest, everything rotates up and around, and release your body all the way up to as tall of a finish that you can get. Okay? Let's look at that from the face or from the target view now. So again, preset the wrist, elbow to the side, turn the hip deep, hold the right arm up. Right arm drops back down on the side, rear arm goes on the wall, hands come in front, so we feel like we're center linkage right now. As you post, your right arm extends. Now, as you unhinge your right wrist to the 45-degree extension, your head comes up. And from here, we want to feel like everything goes around as a unit. So instead of your head staying down, your shoulders staying down, and the club flipping past your body, I want you to feel like from the full extension that everything goes around as a unit.